Hello and welcome to the Build the Mansion project. My name is Caleb Webb, and if this is your first time here, no worries, I'll let you know what this is all about. So we have three goals. Goal number one, raise money for charity. Goal number two, to put on awesome Resident Evil tournaments, pretty much quarterly, at least once a year, but we plan on doing lots of tournaments. And our third and final goal is to build the iconic Spencer Mansion to scale, a 1-to-1 ratio. Sounds pretty ambitious, right? Well, guess what? We have a plan. Stay tuned. Cairo, Illinois. Cairo was so named because of its site was thought to resemble that of the Egyptian city of Cairo, and southern Illinois consequently became known as Little Egypt. Cairo and the Bank of Cairo were founded in 1818, when there was no settlement and there was no depositors. Cairo was in a special, unique geological position for growth and power. So why? Why Cairo? Well, it started around 6 years ago. I actually got a ticket in Alexander County and had to go to the courthouse to pay it. I had heard about the unique homes in Cairo and the interesting architecture. So I went to go pay my ticket, and my wife and I decided, let's go ahead and drive around and check out some of these places. Well, needless to say, I was floored. I knew nothing about the history. I knew nothing about what to expect. But let's just say that it's absolutely stunning. The mansions and the luxury that is in Cairo. So when I got back to Murfreesboro, Illinois, I had questions years ago. I was curious of what happened to Cairo, and I basically got the same answer. The answer was once the interstate came in, once the airplane was created, there was no need for the rivers anymore or the railway, and basically Cairo went bankrupt in a sense. The history was much, much darker than that once I started to look into it myself. But when I started this mansion project to build the iconic Spencer Mansion to scale, Cairo has always been on my heart. A depressed area with people economically suffering. It is a failing county. It is a failing town. It is a depressed town. Now, that's not to say that the people are like down and out. From the people that I have seen and in the interviews that I have reviewed, everyone seems to have hope. Everyone seems to have faith. It seems to be a very faith-driven town, which I respect and I can relate to. It does seem ironic that a video game known as Biohazard in Japan and Resident Evil in America could be the saving grace for this town. It can make it a world destination once again. The Spencer Mansion has one difference than the mansions that exist in Cairo, Illinois right now. It will be a mansion for the people, by the people, for the fans, by the fans. Welcome to 8th Street, a once booming street. As you can tell, a very wide street, for a reason. Cars would be parked all along to enjoy the extravagant entertainment on a nice Friday or Saturday night. The gym theater was a movie theater back in the early 1900s. There was a trolley that used to come through here. Nothing here anymore. Just a certain amount of weight. Let's take a trip back in time, shall we? Ah, what a city Cairo was. What a city Cairo is. What a city Cairo could be. The historic Park District. Just down the road is the Magnolia Manor, which we got to see the outside of. This manor is considered a mansion that already exists. The garden gazebo in memory of Horace B. Hastings by the Horace B. Hastings Charitable Foundation. The roof is pure copper. Beautiful architecture. Each pillar, I believe, was limestone, and it was really, really neat. So when you stood in the middle, I'm 6'5", but there was a certain echo to it. And as you can see, the pillars are Victorian style, ironically just like the Spencer Mansion has in the main hall, or very similar too. But as you stood in the middle of this gazebo, I would imagine it'd be the perfect place to practice your violin because the acoustics were amazing inside there. So just imagine the Spencer Mansion being built in Cairo or Alexander County. It's kind of a no-brainer for me now. With the history of Cairo and the extravagant mansions that already exist in the area, I think they go hand in hand. So imagine if we had the Spencer Mansion. Well, Resident Evil fans would be ready to go check out other mansions in the area. And mansion connoisseurs that love Victorian style homes could now come see a built Spencer Mansion from a video game, but spare no expense. The same craftsmanship and architecture as these great Victorian homes. So they go hand in hand.
A dining room.
By the way, I had no idea that
What?
this was going to be here,
What is
but I
this?
thought it looked just like, obviously, the tiles in the dining room. And I did pick up a piece of the broken marble. It is uh, marble, and I assume that the black is probably either an onyx or a black slate of some sort. So as you can see, we already have mansions in Cairo, Illinois. Uh, Not really planned. I did know there were these luxurious houses back 6 years ago, but actually coming back now and checking it out and looking at the history, um, more and more I think it's the perfect spot for the Spencer Mansion. Now, does that mean it has to be in Cairo? No. I just think it needs to be in Alexander County. So, Southern Illinois as a whole has been kind of on the downfall. In Illinois, a lot of people are moving out of Illinois, especially Southern Illinois. There's programs literally called Reverse the Exodus and Stop the Exodus. And these programs are put in place to make sure the young people are put in a position for success, entrepreneurs. So there are state grants that give out lots of money for these kind of programs and these kind of projects, such as the Build the Mansion project. And I just believe it's a perfect fit. I think everything's in place for it to happen. This is the right spot. This is it's also in the Midwest, which is perfect. So now, as I ramble on, you're going to see some pictures of the inside of the Magnolia Manor, which is the mansion that I was standing outside of. So, man, Cairo's the spot, guys. I mean, look at this place. I can't wait to take the tour and actually see this for myself. But man, look at these rooms. Amazing. So this is one of the mansions that's already there. Uh, I haven't. I don't know if there's more tours. I know there's a tour for this one, but I'm going to do a little bit more research and see if there's anything else available for other tours to check out the other mansions. So looks like a perfect home for the Spencer Mansion to me. So this mansion is actually across the street. It's called Riverlore, and I believe it looked pretty nice from the outside. This is what it looks like now. So I think someone bought it and renovated it. Um, but man, it's really nice as well. But it's, yeah, literally just across the street. Here's another one. I don't know the name of this one, but I'm gonna check it out too when I go back. Yeah, so here's a statue called the Hewer. I did not get to see this when I was there, but when I got home, I started to look up a little bit more history. I just couldn't stop reading, so I found this about the Hewer statue. As you can see, it was presented in 1906 at the St. Louis World Fair. So it's really cool history. It's a casting off of a original marble, I think, sculpture. So they casted it off of that. Really cool. But anyways, it was donated to the city, and it's like a national treasure. So it was displayed at the 1904 World Fair. Here's another sculpture that was really cool. It's off of the main street near the Park District, but I believe it's all copper and brass as well. If anybody knows what it is, leave a comment below. But I just thought it was really, interesting. It had all these kids kind of playing and balancing, and the dog kind of chilling with them. Here's another historical building in Cairo. So, as you can see, it's just the architecture is beautiful, surrounded by, and there's an old picture of it from back in the day. But man, it's just, oh, another mansion. There you go. Just never ends. Another mansion. and last but not least, the Alexander County Highway Department. So I actually went on a little bit of a goose chase to find this place, but long story short, this is the place to be for the flood plan of Alexander County. So I can find out exactly what areas are safe to build in. I've got the flood plan now, which is going to be good to have, and I have online sources from the lady there that actually happened to be a Resident Evil fan. So she was an absolute pleasure and very resourceful, very helpful, very knowledgeable. And there's actually going to be uh, a county meeting coming up in, let's see, early September and late September. So I will be attending either both or one of those meetings to let the people know about my project and what I want to do, and start to get state support, county support, city support, and so on. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Please check out the description below to join our social media platforms. I am most active right now on the Facebook group, so check out that link below and join, and you can communicate with me anytime. I'm totally transparent about everything, so ask away. And please consider joining our Patreon. It's viewers like you that support the project, that really help us be able to do the things we do. So thank you so much. I can't wait. This is just the beginning, guys. We're a little over we're year number 2 of the project, so things are about to start rolling. The goal is to have the main hall built by 2026, so that's what we're going for. Oh, one last thing. If you have any comments about the project, or you have any ideas, please comment below, like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. If you're from Cairo and you've stumbled upon this video, I want to hear from you especially. Comment below, tell me what you think about this. Are you familiar with Resident Evil? Are you familiar with Biohazard? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Would you like this in your community? Would you like this in your county? Just let me know. Anyways, can't wait to hear from you guys. Take care. Have a great day. Here is a little sneak peek into the Build the Mansion Resident Evil tournament coming up September 15th. Players from all around the world are submitting their playthroughs now. So here's a little intro video I put together. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Build the Mansion Resident Evil tournament.
Resident Evil.
Let's go ahead and let's open these doors together.
No! Don't go!
Who will survive?
Let's welcome Dano to the tournament.
I'm gonna kick this door down.